Happy Friday, everybody. We are here for Back to the Basics. If you don't know me, my name is Marlene, aka Snowgarner307, and I started my debt-free journey in 2020. I am so proud to share with all of you guys that the only debt that my husband and I have left is our mortgage. So today we're going to talk about back to the basics. Right now, since I'm still recovering from my surgery, we are just doing the very basic of back to the basics, and that is tracking our spending. So we will be tracking our spending today. I'll explain to you guys what categories all of the spending is going to be coming out of. And you guys, the most important thing about tracking your spending is to track it all. Every penny, every dollar. If you would look at my tracking, they're all whole dollars and I round up. So if it is $8.99, that's $9. If it's $6.02, that's $7. That's the way that I do it. I don't worry about the cents of the things. It just doesn't matter. And I would rather over track than under track. Now, if you are a penny person, then you can go ahead and figure it out to the penny. So we're going to talk about what I spent. And then we're also going to be putting $130 into savings challenges for my mortgage. I make extra mortgage payments every single week on my mortgage, and that is our main goal. However, you're going to start seeing a little bit more saving for our vacations. We have 2 vacations that are coming up that we have not paid for. I don't like going on vacation unless they are paid for before I go on them. And when I say paid for, I don't mean I put them on the credit card and I'll pay for them later. That is not how we do things anymore. That is what got this girl right here in trouble. And in 2020, as a single mama of 2, I had almost $50,000 in debt by myself. My then fiance had all of his own debt as well, including a lot of credit card debt. We had all the things and stuff. We had car loans, we had a land loan, a mortgage, all of that stuff. So you need to be honest with yourself. You need to set goals. And if it is more than just you, you need to have some serious conversations with whoever you're budgeting with. Even if you're separate budgets like my husband and I, because we have goals together. We put money together. We have to decide how we're going to split things up. The easiest way is my husband pays the mortgage. That's our biggest bill. I take care of the food, paying for the power for the house, the internet, cell phones, all of that different stuff. And that's what works out for us. Now, I'm not sure if we're ever going to merge our budgets together. It is one of those things, and that is a me thing, and that is coming from a previous relationship. And so it is just one of the things that works for me. I know some people say that it is absolutely silly to have separate budgets, and I know Dave Ramsey is one of the ones that believes that, and I really like Dave Ramsey and a lot of his program, but that's one thing that I think it is personal, and you need to decide what works for you. Now, you're not going to see my husband and I Venmoing each other money back and forth. We're not like that. So if we go out to eat and it goes over what we have for food, we've got extra fun miscellaneous money that we've put in together. So we do have our money. All right, let me go ahead and get off my soapbox. Let's go ahead and start off by talking about what we spent this last week. And then also, like I said, $130 in savings challenges to the mortgage. Let's see if I can remember to do everything right today. Here we are, my 2-page spread that I like to do weekly spending in. I like to have a lot of room, and this works for me. Now, you can get this in the budget kit. I have changed mine to match how my weeks work. I do a weird week because of filming and schedules, and it works best for me to go from Saturday to Friday, which is way weird. Most planners either start on a Sunday or they start on a Monday. And so this is part of the May budget kit, which you see right here. And these are the pages that I use and that I print off. And you guys can see I don't nearly use all of the pages that are in my kit. So we've got a 2-page spread here. And if you guys are interested, you can get this in either my Etsy or my website. Website is always cheaper. Or you can look at getting into the YouTube membership and getting it for free at the Georgette level. So we've got a ton of spending, but not a ton of spending. So on Saturday, I was so excited. My son finally had days off. He was working a temporary job for a security company at the power plant where he lives. And so they were in shutdown. And what that means is they're running 24/7. And so he was working 8-9 days in a row, only having 1 day off. So I haven't seen him since before I had my surgery. So I was so excited when he called. And it just worked out so well that it was Mother's Day weekend. So he came down on Saturday and I told him, I said, hey, we never celebrated your 21st birthday. How about if we do dinner and drinks and invite some family and some friends. So we ended up, I think, having 17 for dinner. And then there was a group of us, I think about 10 or so, that went and had a couple drinks. So it was a lot of fun. So we spent a lot of money. So on Saturday, I had to go to the grocery store because I needed to make my son his birthday dessert. My son loves my Black Forest trifle that I have been making him for years. I'm pretty sure this is the 12th year in a row that he has asked for this. And he didn't ask this year. I just did it because I wanted to. But I needed a couple things and then I got some more groceries. So I went to our local grocery store. I spent $51. This came out of my food category that is in my cash stuffing wallet. Then we went to eat dinner. We went to the Chinese place. This was for 4 people plus tip. It was $99. Thank goodness everybody else paid for their own. This came out of my celebration sinking fund. So a long-term sinking fund. Then we went to the Cowboy Bar. It's a small bar here in my small Wyoming town. I know that shocks you guys. And it was $119. Now, $69 of this was our bill, and the other $50 was a tip. So I used $40 of my pay it forward that was in my wallet to go towards the tip, and the rest of the money came out of the long-term sinking fund celebration. I went on Ko-Fi, and I actually spent more than this, but this is the only one that I actually paid out of my account. So I got a lot of free things, but I like to tip the creators whenever I can. So I spent $2 that came out of my personal money. Mr. Snow Gardener spent $23 at a gas station. And the only reason why I can put this in here is because I'm the one that actually did it for him. So I don't have all of Mr. Snow Gardener's spendings on here yet. I haven't even talked to him since last week. So it's not like he's against it. It's not like he's for it. So it might still happen. And so that's just his money. And so I just put Bridger. On Sunday, we had a no spend. On Monday, we had a no spend. On Tuesday, we had a no spend. Of course, not going very much or going out of the house very much because of my surgery is really helping my spending. On Wednesday, though, you guys, I went and spent some time with my friend Brandy. She is the owner of one of the local coffee shacks. It's called Mountain Mocha. I reached out to her and I said, I love to come see you guys. You guys, if you watch my channel at all, I go get chai teas all the time. She also has 2 of Athena, who is my middle Yorkie, 2 of her baby girls. And you guys, they're tiny. They're only like 3 pounds. And now they're the same age as Loki, same litter, but that's neither here nor there. But I went and spent some time with her because I explained to her that I had had my surgery done. I had spent a whole bunch of money on myself, and I wanted to make sure that I was making smart choices and not wasting money. How many of you guys are motivated by money? This girl right here is 100% motivated by money. So now that I've had my surgery, it seems so much easier to say no to that alcoholic drink, to cookies at 10 o'clock at night, to overeating, you know what I mean? All the bad choices that I've been making for almost 50 years. So obviously I wasn't saying no to alcoholic beverages at 1, but you guys know what I'm saying. So I went and spent some time with her in the little coffee shack, and she made a few different drinks for me to try, and so that I can come up with ones that I like because they're expensive, and she didn't want me to buy a bunch of drinks and not like them. So I really appreciated that for her. And so I spent $9 for that. Then with the change that I got 2 D-Bucks and a G-Buck as well, which of course is spending because it's coming out of my category. On Thursday, we had a couple bills that came out, Verizon and our natural gas for our house. So $294 and $69, but that's a no spend because up here I have notated that bills don't count towards spends. It's not like I went out with my debit card or my cash and, bought these right here. Then we've got today. You guys, this is today. I promise I'm all done spending. I'm not going to be spending anything else. So I went back to Mountain Mocha again, got a drink. It was $8. That was out of my money. And then I did some TikTok, and I just realized that I wrote PayPay right here instead of PayPal. And I meant to just write TikTok PayPay. I don't know what PayPay is. TikTok. I was TikTok sold. I got a couple tank tops, or more than a couple tank tops. I had a credit in there. And I got some tank tops that I need some new tank tops for the summer. And so I spent money out of my long-term sinking fund clothes for $13. Then the Home Chef was delivered today. That was $59. I took $50 out of Prepper Pantry and $8 out of food. And I don't mind using my Prepper Pantry money right now for Home Chef and Ridley's combined. I should have probably actually accounted prepper pantry for Ridley's because I did stock up in that grocery haul. So, you know, it all washes out in the end. And then another TikTok thing, I've been seeing this advertised. I don't know if you guys have tried these or not, but the high protein pretzels. And so finally I asked my husband, I'm like, do you think we should try these? Because my husband always needs more protein too. And I don't know about you guys, but I love crunchy and salty things. And if I can get some protein in and not feel guilty eating some of that texture type thing, then I'm all for it. So pretzels, I spent $22 on pretzel, and that came out of the food category. Then we had another bill hit today, and that was Rocky Mountain Power for $97. I also went onto Sam's, and I was looking for a certain flavor of Liquid IV. They have a new sugar-free like margarita flavor, and that's right up my alley, especially with some tahini. Ooh, but they didn't have it at Sam's Club. But what I did find out is that they were on sale for $8 off. And I usually drink one Liquid IV a day, and my husband, especially during the summer, he'll drink a couple. So I went ahead and stocked us up. We got a few different kinds, and so those will go into the prepper pantry, so $105 for that. So $103 or $102 came out of the Sam's Club envelope. That's all there was, so I took $3 out of the food. And then when I got my Mountain Mocha today, I found another G-Buck, so that was $1. So 4 bills for the week, we spent $460, and our total without bills was $515 between all of the things and stuff. And considering that we had a birthday celebration in there, I'm pretty dang happy with that. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and reset for savings challenges. So I said I have $130, but you guys know how I am with money. Let's make sure that I've actually got $130. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 95, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. All right. So we're starting off with the right amount of cash. That is always a good thing, right? Always a good thing. If I say I've got 130, that I've actually got 130. I know on one of the last savings challenge videos, I forgot to move some money. Don't worry, you guys, I corrected it. Everything is on the up and up. But I do appreciate when you guys tell me that, because if you don't tell me, then I may not know. And that's never a good idea or a good thing to not know. So I don't know what your guys' view is going to look like. I hope it's going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and start off with our high-low casino. And I need to look. I can't not look. Well, it's not too bad. It's not very cute. This stuff is way out of the screen, right? Should we fix that a little bit so you guys can see? There we go. And I just moved my dice into a little mason jar that I had, because you guys, if you didn't know, I am a canner as well. So, you know, I do all the things and stuff because apparently my life isn't busy enough. How many of you guys are the type of personality that I am, that you sign up for everything and you say yes to everything, and then when you don't have time or you're tired, you don't understand why? Or maybe you understand why, but you just don't want to admit that this could be your problem. All right, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and play a high-low. If you haven't seen this, it is very, very simple. This is one of the newer games that I went ahead and made up for myself. It is available on my website and on Etsy. And like I said, it's always cheaper on my website if it's available there. I don't have all of the products there, but I am working on moving all of the digitals there, and all of the big books are definitely over there. So what we're going to do is we have to decide, is the next card higher or lower than an 8? And of course, this is kind of right in the middle, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go higher. If I win, I pay $3. If I lose, I pay $2. And if it's another 8, I pay $5. So a 5. So it was not. So I lost. So $2. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the $2. I'm going to try to keep track of everything today. We're going to go ahead and say higher than a 5. And it was a jack. So that's a win. So another $3. And don't worry, you guys, we'll do some bill exchange here in a little bit. I am going to say lower than a jack. I am about 75% sure on that. It's an ace. So we lost. So that was $2. But I'm going to go ahead. And you know what I've decided? I just made this up right now in my head. I'm going to go ahead and double down on my bet. If you guys ever play 21 and you can double down on an ace, I'm going to go ahead and double down. I might be making another game, you guys. I'm going to double down my bet, and say that this is going to be lower. So whatever happens, all of these are going to be doubled in the amounts. So I say lower for the ace. The odds are with me, but if it's an ace and it's a draw, that's $10. Okay, woo! That was a king, so we win, so we're going to save $6. Let's do one more double down, shall we? That was a lot of fun. What I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to put DD there, and we're going to say that it is lower. So we're doubling our bet again. We're getting this gaming, this gambling mood on, except for we're not giving our money to Las Vegas or the casinos or the lottery. We're putting it towards our goals instead. So we're doubling down. Let's see, lower than a king. All right, so an 8, so we did win on that one. So that is another $6. Sometimes I am such a genius, you guys, such a genius. I come up with this stuff just on the fly. I really like that. I will probably be updating High-Low Casino, or maybe doing another one that has a high-low something or a double down in it. That would be a lot of fun. So let me grab a sticky note so we can keep track of this. We've got a brand new pack of pink ones here. So we have got HL, which is high-low. And how much do we have here going to the mortgage? We're going to go ahead and do a bill exchange right here. But how many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 9 ones. So let's do a 9, a 5 for a 10. So we've got $19 with the double downs that we did. So $19 for high-low. I really like that, you guys. Next, we're going to go ahead and play Shut the Box. Just a lot of fun. Like I said, I love cards. I love dice. So let's go ahead and get out the dice that we actually need. You guys know I love these big red ones for this game because it's easy. I put the dice tower out just in case because I got away from using it, but I sure do like it. And I have got all kinds of things and stuff sitting out here for markers and different stuff. We will go with the gel markers just because they're the OG thing that I used to use, and I really do prefer them. So for Shut the Box, this is the big one. This, of course, is available on all of my places. So all of my places, that sounds kind of bad. Available on my website and on Etsy. So we're going to go ahead and roll these 3 dice. If I rolled this right here, it would be 11. We could color in 1, 2, or 3 numbers up to us. So I could do 11. I could do 9 and 2. I could do 5, 4, and 2. 1, 2, or 3 numbers. All right, let's get started. No whammies, no whammies, big bucks, big bucks. We got an 11. We're just going to go ahead and color that 11 in. And let's keep on going. We got 12, so we're going to color that 12 in. All right, no whammies, no whammies, big bucks, big bucks. We got another 11. All right, so 10 and 1. All right, dice, let's do a little bit of variety here. Give us some good stuff. We got a 4. All right, no whammies, big bucks, big bucks. We got another 11. We're going to go ahead and go with 8 and 3. And we are going to finish this sheet out today, you guys. I just decided that. So we have got an 8. So we're going to do a 6 and a 2. We're getting down to it. So we've got a 5, a 7, and a 9 left. I'm going to take one of these dice and put it off to the side. We're going to roll 2. So a 5, a 7, a 9, or a 12. And we got a 5. We're still alive. Okay, a 7 or a 9. Come on, dice. How about an 8? Not quite right. Not quite right. So we're going to color these in right here. And then we're going to save $16. And I am going to make sure that I pull that right now because I don't want to forget. I also like to write on here how much. And Loki is sitting here next to me, licking the side of my arm. So Shut the Box so far is 16. So we're going to put 16, but I'm going to do an addition sign. We're going to go ahead and play one more time because I am a Shut the Box addict. Hashtag STB addict. I don't know how many of you guys are like me. All right, no whammies, big bucks, big bucks. And look at that. That should be extra. That should be like a double down. I should win something for that. A 9 right there, 3, 6, 9. And we've got a 5. All right, dice, we need some big numbers here. Big numbers, big numbers. There we go. So we've got a 15. That definitely helps our financial situation. Wow, you guys, a 17. Let's go ahead and do 11 and 6. Uh-oh, I'm going to cough. Okay, I had a water break. We're going to see if I'm okay now. It's because the dice were so hot. I got all choked up. All right, we've got a 12, right? 12. I'm going to do 8 and 4. So we have got a 10, a 7, a 2, and a 1 left. I am not filling 3 dice anymore. I am filling 2 dice. Let's see if this is correct. And we got a 6. It was wrong, you guys. Boo hiss. We didn't shut the box, but let's see how much we're paying. So we've got $10, $7, $19, and $20. Hey, nice and even there. So $20. This sheet is all done. Now, if you are the type of person that likes to reuse things, you can easily buy this printable here, laminate it, use it over and over and over. Okay, shut the box, the big one. That sheet is all done. Now let's grab out some of our other challenges that we've been working on. I also went ahead and grabbed the Fred Jr. book, The Life of a Succulent Who Wants to Inspire Others. So I wanted to grab that. Oh, also on another note, the product of the week this week is the OG Life of a Pig Who Wants to Save But Loves to Spend. This is 25% off on my website as well as Etsy, and you get free shipping within the United States. So this is a great buy if you're wanting a large savings challenge book that has a lot of challenges in it. As always with my savings challenge books, you can get them just as pictured with the binding. You can get them with no binding. That means no holes punched. You can do it yourself. You can get the no stickers, which means that I send the stickers on the side so you can laminate this and put it together yourself and put the stickers on. I even give you directions on which stickers go on what page. And then you can go ahead and do this for yourself and do it over and over, because I understand, you guys, these are an investment. And I understand that 100%. So I try to make it work for everybody. So we're going to just put Fred Jr. on here for this. And I don't know what we're doing. We're going to go to the first challenge that has some scratch offs needed on it. Now let's go ahead and roll a D6 to see how many of these we're going to scratch off. This is a $50 savings challenge. Let's see if this is a good idea, you guys. Okay, 4. We're scratching off 4. And I am not prepared yet again. As I used to say as an FTO at the sheriff's office, a 0 for the day for preparation. So 4, and this might get spendy, you guys. This is a $50 challenge. So we've got $7, woo! And we've got $6 and $8. Oh, Fred Jr. And $4. All right, I'm going to grab my handy dandy calculator. I know 4, 6, 7. Okay, 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. $25 for Fred Jr. So $25. And I know I didn't scratch them all off, you guys. Some people it drives crazy. For me, not so much. I worry about really scratching them off if there's some beautiful picture behind it. So that was our Life of a Succulent Who Wants to Inspire Others. Set that off to the side. And now we've got our pack of challenges we've been working on. Let's go ahead. I don't know if we're going to do Taco Tuesday today because it will take a larger chunk. 2, I think. Let's look. Is there a smaller one we can color in? 15 there. You know what? Let's go ahead and do... No. Let's do the 15. Let's finish that one out right there. Let's grab a yellow. Ooh, I don't think this is the right yellow. We're going to do that green. So we're going to go ahead and put $15 towards Taco Tuesday. So $15. And I don't think that's the same one as that green. Isn't that funny? So Taco, we're going to add $15. And of course, this is my girl Rin and Champagne. I love their books. And so we have got Mischief Managed Budgets and Champagne's Corner. I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm going to let it dry. Another $15 gone. And then we've got Drew. We better do the roll in the rainbow, right? We better roll the rainbow. So we've got those dice there. And, oh, we still have Liz to do. Oh, we've got so many challenges that I want to do. All right, let me get the right markers out here. I'm just going to grab them out. I don't know if I've grabbed all of the colors. We're just going to hope. So I've got all my markers. I've got my dice. Let's go ahead and use our dice tower, huh? And we are going to roll as long as we have enough money. This might wipe us out. Drew's games are sometimes really mean. So we're going to go ahead and roll them on out and see what we can do. So rainbow dice. Now I have them all out of order. I got to do them in order. It's one of those things. I got to. English language today sometimes. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. So we've got 1, 2, or 3, and we need our purple marker. Okay, we're prepared. Here we go. Be nice, dice. And so that is a 1. That's what it was at the top, was a 1. So $1, we can do that. Let's pull $1, and then I just set this off to the side so it can dry. So $1, we're going to set it right on top of there. Then we've got our blue dice, which is a D4, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that is a 1 as well. Wow. Look at how many times we've rolled a 1 on that D4. What are the odds, you guys? What are the odds? So, and this one is sometimes hard to pick up. Oh, it was a little bit nicer. Then we've got the typical D6, which of course most people think of when they think of dice. And that was a 5. Oops, open the wrong side, but it will work out a-okay. So let's grab $5 for that. Perfection. And then we have got our D8. And I've been using black for this one because yellow, of course, is not a good one. It doesn't show up. And black I don't have out. I'm grabbing it. So a 7 again. So 7, 5, 6, and 7. The dice are getting bigger, you guys. The dice are getting bigger. Oh my goodness. We've got a D10 and 10 sides. And I say this every time, but 0 is technically a 10. But you play it however you want. It's your game. It's your money. Woo! We got a 9, you guys. We got a 9. Oh my goodness. Are we going to have enough to roll the D12? I'm going to take this 10. I'm going to swap it out. And we're going to see. We're going to see what we've got. We're going to see if we're going to be able to play any other games. Because look at this one right here, you guys. Really? That's what we've got from the D12? I don't want to jinx myself. Talk nice to the dice, Marlene. Talk nice to it. So let's go ahead and go. Oh, 2. I thought it was a 12 again, you guys. I really did. I was like, there's no way. All right, so we've got $2 for that one. Oh, and I can't think. I'm so excited I didn't get a 12 again. Yes, I want to, of course, put money towards my mortgage, but I love playing the games, and I like doing lots of different ones. So what do we have here? We have got 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 25 for the rainbow. And I've been trying really hard, like I told you guys, to pay attention to make sure I'm doing what I need to do. So let's go ahead and do Liz, because I believe, yeah, we've got enough money to do Liz. So we only have 3 left for hers, but we're going to go ahead and roll a die and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever we need to do. So a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So $7. That is the biggest one. And the little sticker says Croot. I don't know what Croot is. Cute, but prickly and goofy. And that's $7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Liz is 7. I think I forgot to take out money for Liz last time. Poor Liz. All right, we've only got a few dollars left, and I don't know if we have anything that is a few dollars on here. So let's see. We've got $3. I know the lemons on the back here are $5. We've got 2 scratch-offs, but this is a $40 challenge. We could roll for the last May, but I'm a little scared. You know what, you guys? We might have to pull a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and finish this challenge right here from Candy at Stuff and Budget. I don't know. It could be big, you guys. It could be another $10. I hope not. We only have 3. I don't know how low these go, but could it be a 3? I didn't add them up. I could have cheated, right? Well, I guess I couldn't have because it doesn't say the total. All right, I'm scared. $6. So it is double what we had. So I'm going to grab $3 more out of my funds. So we're doing $133 instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so we were calling that one Ocean. And that is $6. So all of this money is going to our mortgage this week. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day.